So Datin, we just finished talking about the video you put out, throwing away all your CDs, which was crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
And we also spoke about the negative impact that hip-hop has on these kids.
Right.
But now I want you to talk about how hip-hop affected you personally and the impact that it's made on your life. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's talk about that.
See, as a child, I would take advice from moms and my dad. They tried to show me right from wrong. They cared for me and raised me right. I saw them making honest living, working day and night at jobs. But as a teenager, I was enticed by cars of money and fame. I envied the life of stars. While rappers on the screen were wearing nice and all, my parents were working hard just to fight the odds. I had to work too, so I thought life was hard, and I didn't want to repeat my parents' cycle. No. And so I stopped taking my advice from mom and dad, and I started taking my advice from Nas. I listened to the words he would say on the mic, he had it all, and he ain't worked a day in his life. You see, he wrote rhymes, did some music, and bang, he got the money, the cars, the jewels, and the fame. In videos, I would see him doing his thing. I saw how a career making music could change my life, and so I started doing the same. Writing rhymes, I was trying to make some moves in the game. But DJs, the labels, and these A&Rs were all looking for the next Biggie, J, and Nas. And so I started rapping like them, hoping I could get signed to go platinum like them. And I had never killed a cat or played block dealing crack, but I spit and kill a drug dealer raps. Besides, everyone was feeling that. I thought all I had to do to get a deal was act. But I put on the act for so long, I started to believe all the lies in my own songs. Like an actor trapped in his movie robe, I played the gangster in and out of the studio, imitating all my favorite MCs till it really became what I was claiming to be, a thug. My mother was ashamed, she would grieve, cause she started seeing changes in me. Then me and my friends started picking up the habits. Like in the studio, we would puff pass it. We seen Big and Puff in the videos, popping Chris, Chip, and Mo. So me and my friends started hitting up the liquor store. And man, we thought that we was so cool. It's Nas, Big, and J drank and they smoked too. We would mimic these dudes that add validity to our songs, but instead it shaped our identity. Like they taught us how to treat a chick. They said they wasn't worth loving, they only good for sleeping with. They said the value was in what we own, so we went and bought some chains with lovely stones. They said the real man owns a gun, so we thought we should be holding one to overcome. We followed the footsteps of Jay and Dame. They showed us how to start a label by slanging cane. So now we living their life, selling drugs and sleeping with different women tonight. And the songs they made seem like the sinning was right, but they ain't tell us that a life of sin ends with a price. No, instead of telling us truth, they were keeping us down, leading us to a grave 6 feet in the ground. We were tripping off the weed and the Henny sipping, catching STDs from sleeping with many women. This pregnant girl said that the child was mine. Playing thug got me cut from my 9 to 5. My mom seen me out and about and up to no good, so she kicked me out of the house. Man, my homie had them rocks for sale. He hit the block and failed and never got the deal. Instead, he was locked in jail, and some of our other friends lived by the gun and was shot and killed. Instead of climbing to the top, we failed, trying to live for things that would not fulfill. We followed these rappers and did not excel, cause the high life they glorify was not for real. They flaunted their riches knowing we was gonna follow, but disowned us and said they're not a role model. Refusing to take responsibility for the killing sprees and people dying from an ill disease. How could we embrace this facade? These idols that become our replacements for God. So many lives wasted and lost from trying to imitate the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Who's the best MCs? Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Man, the voice of truth is always speaking. It's a small, still voice. But if we're always tuning into the lies that the father of lies is pushing, we're not giving ourselves a chance to hear that voice. That's why we need to turn off all of this trash and just tune into that voice. Man, some years back, I tuned into his voice, and my life has never been the same since.